In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards and I'm your host. So I just discovered Chrisean Rock. I didn't even know what she looked like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't keep up with people's girlfriends and all this stuff. I'm more about business and law and order and talking about stuff that actually, but you know, I think about it now, and a lot of people with entertainment dreams who are regular people like us find themselves in these situations if they are able to get close enough to one of these stars or whatever the fuck. And the celebrity culture is dying at a rapid rate, how we never seen, but I want to talk about this drug of escapism. And it's not just escapism, it's abandoning that feeling of never having to go back to what you knew and that pain you felt, and willing to do whatever it takes to never have to go through the poverty and the pain from what you came from and what your life was. So to my understanding, Chrisean, however you pronounce this girl's name, Blueface's whatever the fuck girlfriend, and she's been publicly humiliating herself from what I've seen, because you see the name, but I'm one of them people, unless absolutely necessary, I just cannot stomach watching certain things, because I know what's going on up here. I know what it's like to be so fucked up that you'll do anything, no pun intended, to get yourself out of a situation. And sometimes the things that we do to get us out of these painful situations, or the things that we do to stop the bleeding, the things that we do to make the pain go away, are usually not the right choices. They're usually not the best decisions, and we end up paying for them in the long run. So from what I read, she from Baltimore, very poor area, very impoverished area, especially being that PG County is right down the street from Baltimore, which is one of the richest areas in the United States on the East Coast. All of that, down from DC, Northern Virginia, she has 11 other siblings. They was in a one bedroom sharing a bed. She was homeless, hungry, her and her brother, just all these things where you're in a situation that is meant and designed for you to fail. It's meant and designed for you to die. It's meant and designed for you to, worst case scenario, kill yourself and eliminate you, because there is agendas to keep certain people in certain places. Because if the world found out, or you realize how much of a great impact you can make, and you could actually change this world, or at least the world that you made and the world that you built, that's a whole, I ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? If you realize who you really were, there's certain things you wouldn't do. This is an athlete, somebody who, she got the look, she got the peak physical situation going on, and somehow, some way, I don't know the backstory, how she came across Blue Place, but this is about not ever wanting to go back to what she knew. It's fucked up that we don't have a lot of people in our lives. A lot of us don't have people in our lives that are able to teach us something and teach us whatever. And the fact that she doesn't see, because that brainwashing shit is a whole different, it's people like to say, I see a lot of people laughing at her. I see a lot of people, and this is by no means a pity party, but we got to talk about what's really happening. People laughing at her, people joking, ha ha ha, it's funny, or she's stupid, it could never be me, but you don't know that. My thing is, or maybe you do know that, because I know I'm not going to allow anybody to take my mind. But this is somebody who's brainwashed, and the reason she's on the dark side of songwriting is because she was a musician, or is a musician. She had a musical dream, and somehow, some way, she figures that Blueface is going to be her ticket to never having to go back to that one-bedroom apartment with, 12 other folks, plus her, and however many other people was in that shit. You know, we don't talk about how our circumstances put our dreams on hold. We never really talk about how, you know, you really actually might be a master mechanic, but your only way, or what you think your only way is I'm going to put myself in a situation where I'm not furthering and feeding what I really want to do, because you don't know how to think, you don't know how to get yourself there, you don't know how to do that. It's not funny. This shit's not funny. A person being brainwashed is not funny. It's not a joke. It's not entertainment. I would argue and say she gave that fucking dream up because the pain has overridden the imagination and the goal list that she would have had for being a musician. And just to touch on Blueface right quick, he's probably going to be one of the next people to be murdered or just die in some wild ass way, because not to get too far away from Chrisean, because we about to wrap this up anyway, because it's just like, it's fucked up when you come into this industry. Actually, I'm gonna save that part for just a few seconds. Let's finish this point on Blueface, why he will probably be dead within the next 2 years or so. Will you ever notice how once you get to a point of doing the wrong thing, like people get to this point of doing the wrong thing, and we know what right and wrong is, we're grown, we don't have to fucking explain it, you know what it is. Once you get to a point of doing the wrong thing and you have too much impact and you have too much influence, you get killed or you die. People like King Von had too much impact, too much influence. There were too many people being led to the wrong side, dead. Even, let's just say, and I love Pop Smoke. Somebody like Pop Smoke, who was the leader of this new New York drill type of situation in that area, became too much for the spiritual world, and they pulled his motherfucking ticket. It's time for you to go. A lot of people, and this is anywhere, anything, when you become too powerful, you become too whatever, and you're leading too many people down the wrong way, the checks and balances of this world will make sure you get the fuck out of here, because that's just not how things go. What Blueface is playing, this dangerous game of leading this girl down this road because she don't have control over her mind no more. He controls her. She's a puppet, and they might both like the attention, but she's operating from a place where she don't really know, because her mind has been taken over. So if she is able to break free, she will be able to look back and be like, I really was brainwashed. I was really fucked up, but he knows what he's doing because he's an attention whore. And I'm going to refrain from calling her a name, but like, it's the same thing. She thinks that the attention is going to get her wherever she wants to be at or whatever, because all she's operating from a place of never having to go back to poverty, never having to go back to the terrible situation she came from. He's operating from a place of being an opportunist. That escapism drug is really fucking crazy. Like, that's up there. That's one of those drugs I would put up there with attention, because you'll do anything for that attention to keep up whatever you got a whiff of, but they'll do anything to escape the fucked up place they came from. Her music career, I mean, she's gonna have to need a mega fucking crazy hit in order to make it as a mainstream artist. You know, it might be some people who fuck with her music. I ain't never heard a song. I might go look one up after this. But, you know, her music career, now that she's humiliated herself and made herself tattooing his name and tattooing his fucking face right here and just all this crazy ass, brainwashed ass shit. You know, I just felt moved to speak on it because I hate when I see shit like this. I'm not out here, I'm not no feminist. I'm a regular bitch off the street. I'm a regular bitch from the block. Like, for real, like, I just hate when I see a person mind gone, because it happened to me. Not me, my mind gone, but it happened with one of my best friends. A nigga really took her mind and had her out here really out her body. And that's a hard thing to deal with, especially when you love somebody and you care about somebody, you know? It's real fucked up to see that shit. And it's just like, especially when you know somebody got better potential and you know that ain't them. You know what I'm saying? You know that's not them. And it's just, I just felt moved. And luckily I have a platform where I can just say what the fuck I want to, however the fuck I want to, and I don't give a fuck about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can speak about this kind of stuff because I hate to see anybody get their mind took. That's the worst thing. When the mind go, that's it. It's no convincing, it's nothing you can do. You just gotta hope and pray that they don't kill themselves or die. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I already spoke on her music or whatever. I said I might, but I'm gonna actually look up her music at this point. But this has been the dark side of songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards. Keep your mind, and I am out.